So second down. And if you're Langston, please understand that this is 4-down territory. The Rams want to get in the end zone now. It's going to be third down, excuse me. Ball at the 3 or 4 yard line from our vantage point. 4 receivers, trips to the outside to his left for Dalton. Langston showing blitz. Dalton's going to throw a quick pass across the middle. Pass is incomplete. Well defended by number 28, Dorian Williams for Langston. Pass was intended for number 6, Lamonte Monroe. Or Lamont Monroe, I should say. So fourth down. Can the defense rise and make a stop right here? It's not that the defense is in trouble of any kind, but this is the type of play that builds character. You can go back to a goal line stand and you shut a team out. 4 receivers right now. Trips to the outside, to the left. Dalton's calling for it. Jamarcus Jones is in the backfield. Langston showing blitz. Fade route to the end zone, and that pass play is incomplete. No flags. Turnover on down. Langston football. A lot of hand fighting on that situation. I just wish officials would be more consistent on the pass interference call because, again, trying to get space in that end zone, Langston's defenders getting pushed. But no call on that play for offensive pass interference. But the ending result is all right. So I guess in basketball, they say the ball don't lie. You can say that in football too. The ball don't lie. Langston still leads 45-0. But they are backed up inside their own 5-yard line, 96 yards away from the end zone. Of a half a yard on that play. Wasn't a lot of movement. Good job by the Ram defense shutting down that play. Isaiah Shaputis checks in the game. And Langston's going to remain in that spread formation even inside the 5-yard line. Tim Whitfield standing in the end zone right next to Jordan Cooper. And Cooper's going to hand the ball off to Tim Whitfield again. But the Rams are able to follow him. It's tough to run in a spread formation inside your own 5-yard line. You know, running the ball by Tim Whitfield, smart decision. I agree. But I'm not necessarily sure I agree with the decision to go with running out of the spread. Right now, 4 receivers, 3 trips to the right side of Jordan Cooper. Tim Whitfield and both are standing in the end zone. And Jordan Cooper's going to get it. And Jordan Cooper's at the 10. He's going to take the ball out to the 11, maybe 12-yard line. Make that the 16-yard line. So, sir, would you please move those chains? We have a down Ram. Texas Wesleyan player. Looks like it's number 17, Tariq Davis, that's down, or Tarek Davis. So we'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to Langston Lion Football, sponsored by Counseling Solutions and Interventions on the Perry Radio Sports Network.
Let's face it, shopping for insurance can be time-consuming. That's why when it comes to your auto, home, and life insurance needs, make things simple and trust the experts at Allstate. They will help you get the coverage that fits your needs while helping you bundle your life, home, and auto policies. Bundling saves you money, sure, but it also saves you time, so you can enjoy the things that matter most even more. Contact me, Tammy Haynes, your local agent, for a free personalized insurance quote. Allstate, are you in good hands?
All right. Back to live action. He was able to walk up under his own power. 3 receivers now. Pistol formation. Tim Whitfield's in the backfield next to Jordan Cooper. And Tim Whitfield doesn't get it. Jordan Cooper on a sprint out. Nice pass play to the open field. And a nice spin move. And a big-time hit is leveled by number 15, Chance Carroll, who bounces Toma King off the ground. Toma King checks out. He's fine. He pops up. But that was a big-time hit. And you can tell it's a little frustrating here. And you have to ask yourself, after seeing Langston beaten by Ottawa, I wonder if Texas Wesleyan's players this week thought Langston just wasn't as good as the numbers said they were. And a little bit of motion here. Going to throw it to the outside to Isaiah Shaputis on the screen pass. And he's going to get past Carroll as he unloads him. And then spinning the tackler, being spun out of bounds, is Isaiah Shaputis at the 31-yard line. But Isaiah Shaputis, with some fancy footwork, gets away from Carroll, the same Carroll I was just talking about a second ago, who leveled Toma King. 10:09 to go. Ball at the 30-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 Langston. After a little bit of chain operation here, meaning they had to move him. Faking the pass. No, it's not. Giving the ball to Tim Whitfield. And he gets a nice gain, a gain of 4 or 5 yards. Tim Whitfield hasn't had a big one today. As it stands right now, he's only rushed for the biggest run of the day is 13 yards. Jordan Cooper is yards shy of 100 so far. But 2nd down and 6. 9:30 to go. 4 receivers. Split. Jordan Cooper standing at the 30-yard line with Tim Whitfield in his hip pocket. The Rams are showing blitz, and they're going to swing it out to Isaiah Shaputis on another screen pass again. Isaiah dances his way along the sideline again for a gain of a couple of yards, setting up 3rd down and about 2. They want that clock to keep running. 9:02 to go in the 3rd. And there seems to be a little bit of discussion here where the line of gain is, but it's going to be 3rd down and 2, 4 receivers. This looks like another run for Jordan Cooper and Isaiah. And the ball is, well, basically it's not Isaiah, it's Tim Whitfield. He is knocked down for a loss of 5. Again, blitz right in the gap is going to force Langston to kick this ball away. No movement from the offensive line right there. Good job by the Rams defense. And the Rams defense has catered, and again, we knew this was going to happen. He's going to pay attention to Tim Whitfield. That's why Tim Whitfield has 2 catches on the day for 14 yards. But 10 carries right now for 39 yards for Tim Whitfield so far, averaging just under 3.5 yards per carry right now. Pogai's going to kick this ball away. He's going to take an LU bounce at about the 35. It's going to roll down to the 30, maybe the 29-yard line. So they'll down it at the 29. So 1st and 10 Rams. And if you're Langston, successful drive. Like, you took time off the clock. It wasn't necessarily mandatory that you scored on that drive. You're up 45. It's not necessary. But what was necessary is to take a chunk of time off the clock, and they did that. So 1st down and 10 for the Rams. And right now, Dale Dalton remains the quarterback right now with 4 receivers. Trips to his right. Ball snapped. He drops back in the pocket. Going to throw a seam route down the field, and that pass is going to be intercepted. Great ball hawking skills on display by Dorian Williams. Dorian Williams with an interception. Going to put the ball for Langston at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 Lions. Make that the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. So going back to work comes Jordan Cooper and the Langston offense. 343 yards of total offense on the day. 134 yards rushing, 209 yards passing. Pistol formation. We got Toma King and Tim Whitfield on the field at the same time. So good luck defense trying to figure this one out. 3 receivers, twins to the outside. They fake it, and going across the middle, Isaiah Shaputis with a reception is going to catch the ball at midfield. He's going to move the ball across the 50-yard line down to the 49-yard line. 1st down, Langston. Move those chains. 7:26 in the 3rd. Langston going to work again. Same offensive package, 3 receivers, 2 backs in the backfield, Toma King and Tim Whitfield. And Tim Whitfield has it this time, and Tim Whitfield with a crease down the middle. He's at the 30-yard line before he's still on his feet, brought down at the 24. A little bit of things going on here. Multiple flags going on as there's some tug-of-war going on between Devin Griffin, who's a little upset. He's going right at Jeremy Neal from Langston. A lot of pulling going on here. Multiple flags. I count 2 of them on the field right now. So personal foul face mask against. That is against the Rams, so add 15 more yards at the end of the play. Now, looks like Perdone, the head coach of the Rams, not too fond of that. He takes his senior safety out of the game. So Langston now, they're winding the clock, 7:04 to go. The ball now spotted at the 12-yard line. Pistol formation again. Tim Whitfield's biggest run of the day, that was 25 yards. 3 receivers, Isaiah Shaputis in the slot. And Tim Whitfield gets it again, and ahead forward. Are they going to mark him down? Are they going to give him the touchdown? And they do. Throw those L's up. Give it up for the Meeker Express train, Tim Whitfield. The Meeker Express, that's right. Tim Whitfield gets in for his 3rd touchdown of the day. Tremendous job of Langston getting a use of his skill set. And again, I'm not here to say that Tim Whitfield and Langston needed to score, but I am saying they needed to take some time off the clock. And the Robles extra point is good. Langston now pushes the score over 50. 52 now. 52 to nothing, in fact. We'll be back in just a minute. You're listening to Langston Lion Football, sponsored by Counseling Solutions and Interventions on the Perry Radio Sports Network.
Q Time is a classic Atlanta soul food restaurant located in the historic West End. Q Time Soul Food is a family business started by Fred and Christine Crenshaw. Come on in, relax, and sink your chops into our tantalizing, mouth-watering, distinctive soul food with a twist, the Q Time way. 1120 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard, or call your order in at 404-758-2881. Do you miss your mama's cooking? Then come on down to Q Time, an Urban Passport member.
This December 21st,
All right, and after that offensive display by Tim Whitfield, a drive in which we saw him surge now to 73 yards rushing on the day with 3 touchdowns. He is officially now 68 yards shy of 1,000 yards this season. Question is, will he get it? There's plenty of time on the clock. Why not? Robles set to kick the ball off from the 35. Kick is away. Total leather. Ball is got at the 11 or received at the 11-yard line. And a big-time hit. And again, the emotions are getting touchy right now as multiple flags come in right now. And the coaching staff has got to pay attention to this right now, because when it's 52 to nothing, emotions run high. So the officials are going to talk. No punch was thrown in this, but the guys have got to be smarter. Quentin Morgan is on the sideline talking to what looks like Levante Wilson. But the penalty's not called on Levante. The penalty is going to be called against Carlos Chester Jr., the senior from Manor, Texas. So good field position for the Rams to start off, moving the ball out to the 37-yard line. Make that the 38-yard line. 6:28 to go in the third, and our score is 52-0. Homecoming, big time success here. 3 receivers. Langston playing off on the outside, and Dale Dalton reads it well and is able to get a nice gain on the play. A gain of maybe 8 as he's going to step out just shy of the 45-yard line. Quinn Morgan talking to Christopher Pogai, telling him to change his position on that one. Dale Dalton read that play well. Again, if the corner's going to play off, it's an advantage for him. Dale Dalton's going to get it this time, hand it to Jamarcus Jones, and Jones is going to be brought down by Christopher Pogai. He's going to give the Rams a first down at midfield. .6:05 to go in the third. 3 receivers. Lorenzo Adger checks out. And trying to find some space to operate is Jamarcus Jones. Nothing doing as he gets a gain of maybe 1. 5:46 to go in the third. Gain of 2, second down and 8. So Dale Dalton remains the quarterback right now. His numbers on the day for the Rams, 2 of 6, an interception and 49 yards passing. 4 receivers, trips to the right side. He calls the mids receiver in motion. Not quite in the slot. But he called the Z receiver in motion. Trey Jackson runs the ball ahead for another gain of a couple of yards, setting up third down and 6. Patro Howard in on the tackle for Langston. And looking at third downs today, another efficient day on third down defense for Langston. They came into the game allowing only 24.3 conversions by other teams on third down. Today, 1 of 9. This is the 10th opportunity right now. Let's see if Langston can shut them down here. Pistol formation. 3 receivers, twins to the right side of Dalton. Dalton's going to put it up this time. Pressure right up the middle. He has to move out to the outside. Justin Wade applying. He's going to throw down the field, and that pass is incomplete. Pass was intended for Brandon Roth. Haven't called his name. Brandon Roth is a superstar for this team, and he's been shut out today. Well, not shut out. 1 catch, 15 yards. But Brandon Roth on the season has been the big play receiver for this team. On the year, 20 receptions, 462 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Now, he has the most yards, but the interesting point about him is he's got a 200-yard game. Low snap on the punt, and now the punter has to go down, and Langston's going to be credited for getting in the backfield and getting after it. So turnover on downs. The ball will be spotted at the Ram 34-yard line. This is probably the best special teams game for Langston this year. The snap was there, and again, the ball is rolling around on the ground as the punter couldn't get his hands on the ball. Tough situation there as for David Allen as he tried to get his hands on the ball, wasn't able to do so. So 1st and 10 Langston. Toma King's in the game right now, and Toma King gets the carry, cutting downhill for after a gain of 4 or 5. Make that 6 or 7. Taking the ball inside the 30 down to the 27-yard line. So 2nd down and 3. So 4:15 to go in the third. 4 receivers, trips to the right side for Cooper. Toma King in the backfield. Ball snapped, and Jordan's going to throw across the middle of the field. He had to unload it as pressure was being applied directly up the middle by number 99, Sean Benson, senior defensive lineman from Katy, Texas. So 3rd down and 3. So Jordan Cooper now empty set, five receivers now. Trips to his right on the left hash mark right now. And Jordan Cooper going right up the middle of the field, and he's going to be brought down after diving forward, and they're going to mark him just shy of the 1st down at the 25-yard line. Quentin Morgan's making it, and he's going heavy. He's going heavy, calling for the heavy package, and there goes Tim Whitfield checking into the game along with Eugene Fuller and also Craig Evans. With that change in personnel, the Rams realize it. So they've loaded up the box. I'm counting 7. I'm counting 8. Make that 11 in the box. And Tim Whitfield gets it. He's cutting up the field, and he's going to be stopped. The Ram defense was too much. Kind of a tough angle right there. They weren't able to convert turnover on downs. It's going to be Ram football. But it's one of those situations where Tim Whitfield ran east-west, not north-south. He runs north-south. We might have had a chance of him hammering away as the will stand. The ball will be spotted now at the 27-yard line. They needed to get, I'd say, to probably the 30 to the 26 to get the 1st down. So now Dale Dalton waiting on a call. 5 receivers, empty set, trips to his left. He calls for it, ball snapped. He steps up in the pocket, is going to let it fly across the middle of the field, and the ball is deflected. Nice job getting a hand on the ball, Malcolm Johnson. If not, toe tapping his way into the end zone would have been Lamont Monroe. We had a couple of good steps there. 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. (4-3) defense, or looks like 4-2 defense right now for Langston. And they're going to hand the ball to Jamarcus Jones. He gets outside Justin Wade, but that's about as far as he goes. He's going to be forced out of bounds. Nice job by the Langston defense operating and giving him only one route to go. He was escorted out by Christopher Pogai. So 3rd down and 9. The officials are saying roll that clock, 2:52. So 3 receivers, pistol formation, twins to the left of Dalton. Dalton gets the ball, drops back in the pocket, going to put it up. Craig Evans makes him move. Craig Evans in pursuit. And Dalton lets go a deep pass across the field. Incomplete. Coming across the field was intended for Brandon Rolfe. But Craig Evans forced him to unload that pass. Craig Evans once again coming at it. He's talking to the official, asking about being held. And I can understand that, Craig. You know, Craig Evans, he's 6'3", 317. All Craig Evans wants to do is just introduce himself to the quarterback again. And he feels like his introduction is being impeded. High snap over the punter's head again. The punter can't even get a hold of the ball, and he's going to fall in the end zone for a second safety of the day. A rough day for the Rams special teams. And the defense, special teams for Langston. I mean, are we going to go for the hat trick? And I know you don't have that in football, but you've got 2 safeties on the day. Can we get a 3rd? We've had a block punt, 2 block punts. I mean, we've had a little bit of everything today. All I need is some sweet potato pie, and I'm good. It's been a pretty sweet day for Langston so far. 2:25 to go, 54-0. As Langston gets 2 more points right now, has 9 points in the quarter so far. And now they're going to get the ball, as the Rams will have to punt this ball away. Back to receive the ball deep for Langston. Very handy back there. Also, it looks like Isaiah Shaputis back there. No, correct that. That's Glenn Irons. If you're sitting there saying, are you live at the stadium? Yeah. Everybody's full, happy. It's homecoming. Your team's up 54-0 with 2:25 to go in the third. The punt is away. Going to be fielded by Barry Hendy at the 31-yard line. Looking for some space to operate. He's beyond the 40-yard line. Cuts back inside. Barry Hendy's still on his feet at the 50-yard line. Barry Hendy squirts through the line. He's at the 40. He's going to be brought down inside the 30-yard line. Barry Hendy with a huge play. Huge return. There is a penalty back at the 45-yard line. So it looks like trying to decide here, is it going to be against Langston or if it's going to be against the Rams, Texas Wesleyan. The offense will have the ball. The question is just where will they have it. All right, block below the waist is the call here. Not necessarily a chop block, but a block below the waist. And that's going to go against the Rams. So Barry Handy's run gets extended even more. So it's going to put the ball inside the 20-yard line, maybe inside the 15. And it does, right at the 14-yard line, 1st and 10, Langston. Langston comes out in the pistol formation. Three receivers. Jordan Cooper still the quarterback right now. Toma King standing behind him in the pistol formation. 16 seconds to snap the ball. And they do give it the ball to Toma King, who spins his way for a gain of a couple before he's brought down. Ball now at the 13-yard line, 2:13 to go. Langston trying to do a little more time, take a little bit more time off the clock. I'm sure they want to preserve this shutout. And if they do, it's kind of crazy. This will be the second time in 2 years, if they get there, of shutting out Texas Wesleyan. Pistol formation, 14 seconds to go. So now, the Lions shift, and a little bit of motion here as a flag comes. It's going to be, I'm trying to see here what the official's going to call because he didn't snap it. But it looks like they're going to call for 2 men moving, a legal procedure. Okay, no, it's not. It's off, false start against number 75, Keith Russell. Moves the ball back to the 18-yard line. So Tim Whitfield checks in, coming out of the game. Yep, back. Toma King becomes the lead blocker again. 90 seconds to go in the third. And Tim Whitfield on a play fake. Going to throw the ball, and a nice play as that catch is going to be made on the outside. Is it Isaiah Shaputis again? And another flag comes flying in. Now, this one, it was another chippy hit after the play was dead. And this game's getting kind of chippy, and it's sure 54-0 will do that to you. And the fans are doing the wave at Anderson Stadium. Of course, the wave is a little broke. It like stops right here in front of the press box. The fans on the right are trying to get this going. But it's going to be a personal foul penalty that's going to give Langston a first and goal now inside the 9. So here we go, the fans. And there we go. That's a complete version of the wave.
First and goal, Lions.
So first and goal, Langston now. Let's talk about who's on the field right now. Looks like it's Dalen Person, Isaiah Shaputis, and the heavy package is Toma King being featured this time. And Cooper's going to throw the corner route to Isaiah Shaputis, and he's pushed. Damian Francis on the defense tips the ball away from Isaiah Shaputis, who pops up. So second and goal. Toma King checks out. Tim Whitfield comes in. Glenn Irons in. Michael Colston in. And we take out the heavy package. Langston exchanges. A few more personnel. Correction, Tim Whitfield comes off the field. 11 seconds to snap the ball. 5 seconds. Second and goal. And they're going to hand the ball to Toma King. Nothing doing in the middle of the field. Going to be stopped for a loss of 1. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Third and goal from the 5. On the day for Langston, 178 yards rushing. Tim Whitfield has 72. Jordan Cooper has 101. Now, Langston's right about the average they get for team rushing, which is 243 yards rushing. They're about to get that going again. Toma King in the backfield right now with 4 receivers, all 4 to the right side of, and the ball goes right up the middle and into the end zone. Do we throw our L's up? And it looks like Jordan Cooper takes it in, L's up, touchdown Langston. Langston cracking the 60 mark. Second time this year they've cracked 60. But they're going to set a new season high with this points right here. 60 points. They're going to put 61 if following the Robles extra point. The Robles, nope. Glenn Irons again with the play flake, and Glenn Irons takes it in for the 2-point conversion. Give him another Lion roar for that. So the Lions now lead 62-0. You're listening to Langston Lion Football, sponsored by Counseling Solutions and Interventions on the Perry Radio Sports Network.
This December 21st, the best in HBCU football will collide in Atlanta at the Celebration Bowl. MEAC versus SWAC. Champion versus champion. Only one team will rise above the rest and claim the coveted Celebration Bowl trophy. Come join the celebration at Mercedes-Benz Stadium this December. For more information, visit thecelebrationbowl.com.
It's like a loot machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Means we'll be taking a timeout in just a second here. Somebody give me the athletic trainer. My right arm hurts. My L's. I've been raising my hand for the L all day, and it's kind of pulled a muscle. Somebody go get Ross for me. 10.5 seconds to go in the third. Robles is about to kick this ball away. Langston, sensational all day. I'm running out of adjectives to describe what I'm seeing on the field today. But this is nowhere near the team that went to Arizona last week. I mean, if I took their score and put it in half, and they used half those points for last week, they beat Ottawa. Kickoff is away. And the kick ricochets off, and it's just rolling around on the field. And it's eventually going to be covered at the 29-yard line. It ricochets off the shoulder pad of the returner. He was lucky that the Rams were able to recover that ball. I don't think Langston was running full speed on that one because the guy raised his hand for a fair catch. And sometimes that causes special teams to the guys on kickoff to run a little bit lighter when they see somebody wave their hands because you're not running. But in this case, it ricocheted off the pads, and if you're Langston, one of the things Quentin Morgan will talk about on the tape, you're supposed to run all the way through hard. That time, Langston kind of pulled up a little bit. If not, they would have had the ball again. You're like, how can you complain about it, Mo? You're up 62-0. You're right. You're absolutely right. And before they get this play started, they blew the play dead at the end of the third. The officials are saying the clock shouldn't have started yet. So it's going to be one untimed down. Ball snatcher, they're going to throw it to the outside, and it's a wide receiver pass play, and the Rams connect on it, and that was just all bad. It's a touchdown for the Rams. Collier Ricks throws a pass, and to let you understand what happened here, that was kind of cheap, folks. The clock expired, so Langston eased up, and the officials allowed them to run a play untimed down, but Langston wasn't quite set. Pass goes, they run a wide receiver screen touchdown pass as they throw it over on a screen to Collier Rick. Rick gets the ball, and he throws down the field. Touchdown Rams. So with no time on the third quarter, the Rams finally scored. I mean, it was a great play call. 62-6. And before things get started, there's multiple flags here. Langston didn't want to make sure they made that mistake a second time. Waiting on Sal Fernandez to kick this ball. But it's going to be offsides, of course, against Langston. So they're going to redo the try. But a pass play from a wide receiver is how the Rams get their first points of the day. And the Fernandez extra point this time is good. So 62-7 is the score. And we'll be right back. You're listening to Langston Lion Football, sponsored by Counseling Solutions and Interventions on the Perry Radio Sports Network.
It's like a loot machine. All around town, people trying to get down. It's like a loot machine.
From the press box to press row, the premier sports talk show placing major emphasis on HBCU sports. Host Donna Ware will take you on a journey each week through the world of HBCU sports and pro sports with such guests as...
Let's welcome Serena Williams.
And of course, Donna Ware's insights.
15 on the clock. The final 15 is here. Now, things would really have to come off the rails here. But if you're Langston, you just want to finish what you started. So the officials are done conferring now and ready to actually kick this ball away. If I'm Langston, I've got my hands team up here. The Rams have already proven themselves to be a little bit tricky today, so I would be looking for the onside. Do I expect it to happen? No. But because 62-7 means that you need to put points on the board, so why not? Langston is covering the middle of the field just in case. But I expect them to fully kick this ball off, and they do. It's a short pooch kick. It takes a bounce, and it's rolling around on the ground, and finally covered up by Langston at the 30-yard line. Langston was a little slow getting to it, but Isaiah Shaputis does get there. So, 1st and 10 Langston from that spot. It'll be interesting to see what Quentin Morgan decides to do here offensively. We're in the fourth quarter, game's fully in hand. And that, as I said before, I'd like to see Tim Whitfield get the 1,000 yards this game. He's 68 yards away. He's currently not in the game right now. Jordan Cooper continues to run the offense, and they're going to hand the ball right up the middle of the field. Dancing ahead. A little bit of back and forth action going on. So Toma King rushes ahead for a gain of about 4 yards. 14:40 to go. So second down at about 6. So Jordan Cooper's continuing to run the offense right now, and getting him as much reps and different, getting him experience as much as you need, because you might be sticking with him for a while. Low snap, he was able to get it. Toma King has it. They tried to strip the ball out of Toma King's hand, and he is bounced back a little bit after a gain of 3. Third down, gain of 2, third down and 3. Just under 14 minutes to play. Langston in complete control, 62-7. So empty set, 5 receivers now. Jordan Cooper in the backfield. Low snap, Jordan Cooper's going to throw it across the middle, pass incomplete. He got the ball out of his hand for timing purposes, but it was not a clean snap to his hand, so therefore he unloaded the ball a little bit earlier than he wanted to, and Glenn Irons wasn't quite ready to get it. So Christopher Poe got out to kick this ball away. So now, ball is going to be kicked away here. 13:39 to go. 62-7 is the score. So standing at the 30, or make the 29-yard line, is the returner. And Langston with a play fake to Craig Evans right up the middle. And that's a freight train, ladies and gentlemen. We can call him the small elevator. Craig Evans with the play fake, riding up the middle. It's a chance to try some different things, and Craig Evans goes right up the middle of the field, getting the team a first down. Craig Evans said, I'm going to take a little bit of the Tim Whitfield role this game. You can't stop me even if you wanted to. Craig Evans with some hard running. Nice play. A run of 15 yards for Craig Evans. 4 receivers right now. Trips to the outside. Jordan Cooper remains the quarterback. Low snap, but he's able to get it. Toma King has it. No, it's not. Jordan Cooper still has it. And the ball is incomplete, intended for Dalen Person. Jordan Cooper going across the formation. Langston up 62-7 right now, and still throwing the ball. Electing not to run the ball here. Four receivers again. Ball snapped, and they're going to hand the ball to Toma King this time, and Toma King goes ahead for a gain of 4, third down and 6. Third down and 6. So checking into the game now, Isaac Glenn, the up back, is in. Langston has 22 seconds to snap the ball. Pistol formation. 3 receivers, twins to his right. And Cooper's going to hand the ball out at the middle to Toma King. Nothing doing there. Maybe a gain of 1. It's going to be 4th down. And you went for it last time on 4th down, so Quentin Morgan, what you going to do now? Langston looks like they're going to flat out just go for it. And looks like the offense does stay on the field. 13 seconds here. Not much time to snap this ball. They're going to end up calling a timeout. But they made the decision late. It's not giving a chance to team to get this going here. 2 seconds. 1. They get the ball off. Jordan Cooper's going to roll to the outside and throw a pass. It's going to be complete. Looks like to Michael Colston at the outside. He's going to get the ball down inside the 30. So it's going to be a first down. Move those chains down to the 33-yard line. So if you're Langston now, you just want to get some time off the clock. Again, scoring is not necessarily the object here. Pistol formation right now. Timeout has been called, or a stop of action right now. Something's going on. The officials are going to call and throw a penalty here. There's a conversation that needs to head between the linesman and the head official here. So is it a timeout or is it not a timeout? Because no timeout has been taken just yet. So trying to see here exactly what's going on. Once again, the officials, everybody's acting like it's a timeout. All right. All right, timeout is here on the field officially because they were going to throw a penalty on the play, but they decided not to. So 62-7 is our score. And if I look at the total offense right now, Langston on the day, 456 yards of total offense. Texas Wesleyan on the day, 107. That tells you a part of the story of what's going on. As far as total yards rushing on the day, Texas Wesleyan minus 13. All right, ball's going to be handed off, and another good pursuit by the Texas Wesleyan Ram defense. So Kane's run is going to bring him down at about the 39-yard line. Ball carrier on that last one, of course, was Kobe Pickens, excuse me. Going to lose some yards on the play, so second down now and easily 17. Now, Jordan Cooper appears to still be in the game right now, but Langston's giving some of their other depth skill positions an opportunity here. Going to flick the ball to the outside to Isaiah Shaputis. Shaputis knows what to do with it and takes it down inside the 30-yard line, gets most of that real estate back. It's going to be marked down at the 26-yard line. So now you're looking at about third down, and we're finally under the 10-minute mark. So a successful drive for Langston. Jordan Cooper getting as many reps as he can. Three receivers, twins to his right, Toma King in the backfield. Ball snapped, and Toma King gets it. Going to be brought down after a gain of 1. So fourth down and 2 at the 9:30 mark. Now, the party at LU tonight, and everybody thinks things are winding down and homecoming's over. No. The premiere of Butch is taking place here in just a little bit. Following that, just another concert. Just a small concert. Juvenile is one of the artists that's going to be performing right here behind the stadium later on tonight. And going right up the middle is Jordan Cooper going to the outside, and Jordan Cooper is going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. Throw those L's up. And Langston, with that touchdown, is up to 68. And again, Jordan Cooper getting to the outside, a successful day for offense. Jordan Cooper in. He's got 2 touchdowns passing, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Make that 3 touchdowns on the ground. 5 touchdown day for Jordan Cooper. Kick is up, and it is good. 69-7. Time for us to take a timeout. We'll be right back. This Langston Lion football presented by Counseling Solutions and Interventions on the Perry Radio Sports Network.
From the press box to press row, the premier sports talk show placing major emphasis on HBCU sports. Host Donna Ware will take you on a journey each week through the world of HBCU sports and pro sports with such guests as...
Let's welcome Serena Williams.
And of course, Donna Ware's insights.
This will be one of the best matchups ever.
To listen to the show each week, visit us on the web at www.boxtorow.com. From the press box to press row, real sports talk.
Wherever you've been, whatever you've been through, we have a warm welcome waiting for you at more than 325 hotels around the world. Book today at DoubleTree.com. DoubleTree by Hilton.
The band's still running. I'm so glad. Kickoff is away. It's a squib kick. Bounces are going to be received at the 22-yard line. And a nice return by number 26, Gian Burnett, who returns it out to about the 38-yard line, 1st and 10. 8:54 left in this game. Now, if you still want to see some of this game, you can still do so. Go to mybcsn.net/LU. You can watch this game live on the Black College Sports Network. Dale Dalton with 2 receivers split on each side, so a total of 4. Spread formation, low snap. Dalton's got a fall on it. He's going to the outside looking for somebody, and he just lets it go out of bounds. Smart decision by Dalton. So now it's going to be 2nd down and 10 after that play. So 2nd down and 10 from that spot. Two tight ends, 2 receivers on this formation. And they're going to hand the ball off to Jamarcus Jones, who takes the ball across midfield. The ball is loose on the ground, and the Lions have it. Unless they're ruling him down. They're saying he was down. Ball at the 45-yard line, so they're saying he was down. So nonetheless, Jamarcus Jones takes the ball out for a gain of 7, 3rd down and 3. Langston has just been amazing today. Dale Dalton's back in the quarterback position. And he's going to hand the ball off right up the middle. It's going to be a 1st down for the Rams. It looks like Jamarcus Jones on the carry, but there is a penalty on the play. Face mask is going to be the call against Langston on that play. So it's going to be a 15-yard gain there. All right, it's going to be a 1st down. Takes the ball inside the 35-yard line, down to the 34. So 4 receivers right now. Trips to the outside. Dalton in shotgun formation. Ball is snapped, and ball is handed off to Jones. Jones takes the ball down to the 31. 2nd down and about 7. 5 receivers now. Spread formation. Ball snap. They were trying to do a wild ram play with Jamarcus Jones. Low snap, and Jones falls on it and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Man, there's been some craziness with these snaps today. Now, the Langston Lions have seemed to calm theirs down a bit, but the Rams have had some high snaps over the punter's head. Snaps over the quarterback's head. It's been difficult for them today. 7:06 to go. Four receivers right now. Trips to the left side. Dalton's going to put it up. Dalton's feeling the pressure up the middle. And coming around the edge, he's going to let it fly deep. There are 3 or 4 Langstons in the lines in the area, and they basically knocked the ball away from each other. Everybody was trying to make a play. So 4th down and 11. So 6:41 to go, and they might as well go for it here. They need to get inside the 25, down to the 24 for a first down. 5 receivers right now. Trips to the right for Dalton. Empty backfield. One of the receivers comes in motion across the formation. Dalton throws it, but a little bit too high. Is it intercepted? They're saying not intercepted, but Malcolm Johnson says he had it. He said, come on, give it to me. They said no. Turnover on downs is Langston football. He just wanted the turnover to boot. So 6.5 to go. Six and a half to go. Let's see who comes out to lead the offense on this possession here. And we do have a change at the quarterback position for Langston. I thought this would happen. Xavier Bryce Holiday is checking into the game for the first time today with 3 receivers. Pistol formation. Holiday gets it. He's going to hand the ball right up the middle. Going to work is Kobe Pickens. Pickens going to take the ball up to the 41-yard line. Gain of 6. 2nd down and 4. 6:22 to go. So Kobe Pickens is in the game now. So I'm going to, and of course Jordan Cooper is not in the game anymore. So I assume his day is done. And it should be. Jordan Cooper is dynamic. 4 receivers right now. Trips to the left side. And this time, Holiday dances up the middle. Going to be brought down after getting Langston a first down right close to midfield. Sir, would you kindly please move those chains? First down, Langston. Ball right up there at midfield. Jordan Cooper with his helmet off, sitting right next to and talking to running backs coach back there, trying to see if he can get in as a runner, I'm sure. And they're going to hand the ball off. Or actually, no, there was a trouble with the exchange, and Xavier Holiday ends up having to just keep it. Loss of 1, 2nd down and 11. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Langston Lion Football.
You're listening to Langston Lions Football exclusively on Perry Broadcasting's radio stations. KRMP, K221FQ, Oklahoma City, KGTO, Tulsa, and KKRX, Lawton.
Flag on the play on that sequence there. So now, that penalty more than likely is going to go against Langston. Langston has their backup line in there. Only way you can tell that is their jerseys are completely clean. So it's going to be a false start penalty, moving the ball inside the 50, inside the 45, down to the 44. So 2nd down at about 17. Clock's under 5 minutes to go in this one. Right now, ball Snapped, and they're going to hand the ball off, going right up the middle. Looks like Pickens with the carry again. And it is. Gain of 2. Sets up 3rd down and long. Toma King returns to the game along with Very Handy Jr. So 20 seconds to snap the ball now. Ball snapped. Xavier Bryce Holiday is going to look for the outside. Tries to do that. Goes to the inside. Little okey doke. It's going to be brought down across midfield at the 49-yard line. So 4th down and long. The Lions are going to more than likely punt the ball away. So 4th and 9. So the punt unit's going to come out here now. And if you're Langston, you just want a clean punt. Quentin Morgan has to be extremely pleased today on how his team has responded. And again, this team looked nothing like the team that went down to Arizona last week. This team played with confidence and a great swag. 18 seconds to snap the ball. And now Craig Evans is asked to get out there. They're going to have 13 seconds to snap the ball. 6 seconds. 5, 3, 2, and I think they're going to end up. They get the
ball, and they're going to call a false start against Langston on that play. So it's going to be false start. It's going to move the ball back to the 46. So 5 yards doesn't really hurt. It's one of the few ugly numbers Langston's had today because the penalties today, after that one's going to hit 14. 14 penalties for 113 yards. High kick. It's going to roll out of bounds at about the 37-yard line for the Rams. So 1st and 10 for them from that spot. So, yeah, penalties total 14 penalties for 118 yards. For the Rams, 6 penalties for 56 yards. Kind of tough. So right now, all right, 4 receivers now, making that 5 receivers. Empty set for Dale Dalton. Ball snap. Dalton's going to take off right up the middle. Tries to get to the outside and going to run out of bounds. After a gain of, I'd say a gain of 6. Dalton in the patented hurry up right now.
So as it stands right now, empty set again.
Dalton fakes it. Going to throw it on a deep route again. And the pass is uncatchable. And how much better Langston has covered that 9 route, the go route on the outside. That's running between the numbers and the sideline. Ottawa connected on 3 or 4 of those last week. But today, not a surprise to anyone, but they haven't been able to connect on any for the day. 120 yards passing for the Rams. By the way, they're up to 4 yards rushing on the day, too. High snap. Dalton's got a fall on it, and he's going to be brought down. He's instantly covered, smothering him. Levante Wilson coming in there at full speed. Now 4th down and about 17 following the sack. So Langston getting on all of the stat categories today. Now they're going to punt the ball away. Irons is standing back at the 35-yard line. Punt. High snap, but this time it's contained. The ball takes a bounce, and Glenn Irons acts like he's going to go get it, but he wanted to have it. The ball's going to roll and be marked dead at the 27-yard line. So 1st and 10, Langston from that spot. So a minute 24 left in this game. Best thing about a streak, Langston had a 25-game home winning streak. That was snapped last week in the desert down in Phoenix. But start another one today. I don't know what's more dominant, 25-1 in the last conference play. That's still pretty impressive if you ask me. Right up the middle. Ball carrier there. Second down and 9. Under a minute to go. This will be the last series of the game, Langston. Homecoming 2019 is going to be a tremendous success. One of the best performances in school history on homecoming day, if you ask me. Ball snap, and Bryce Holiday is going to hand the ball off again to Pickens, who's fighting ahead for a nice gain on the play. Going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. And that should be the final play of this afternoon's contest. Langston will improve on the season to 5-2 overall, 4-1 in conference, 3-0 at home this season. 69-7 is the score. Let the fireworks go off as the Langston Lions have won homecoming. 69-7 is the score. Coming up next, the Black Chronicle post-game show. You're listening to Langston.
I've been waiting for days to come like this, better than ever before. And now I know there's more.
Wherever you've been, whatever you've been through, we have a warm welcome waiting for you at more than 325 hotels around the world. Book today at DoubleTree.com. DoubleTree by Hilton, where the little things mean everything.
Majesty is a premium health and wellness tea line focused on bringing delicious yet healthy tea blends to the community. Filled with an abundance of vitamins and antioxidants, we work to blend teas with exotic spices and fruits to produce scrumptious and wholesome beverages. So check us out at mymajesties.com. That's MyMajesties.com. My Majesties, an Urban Passport member.
Now, you can't live in Texas and not have a good red meat blend. Texas Cowboy Dust is designed for steak and other red meats. It's out to be my most popular spice blend, made with onions, peppers, ground mushrooms, pink salt, and other spices. Texas Cowboy Dust also goes great with chicken, pork, vegetables, and adds a restaurant-quality sheen to gravies and sauces.
Let's face it, shopping for insurance can be time-consuming. That's why when it comes to your auto, home, and life insurance needs, make things simple and trust the experts at Allstate. They will help you get the coverage that fits your needs while helping you bundle your life, home, and auto policies. Bundling saves you money, sure, but it also saves you time, so you can enjoy the things that matter most even more. Contact me, Tammy Haynes, your local agent, for a free personalized insurance quote. Allstate, are you in good hands?
Q Time is a classic Atlanta soul food restaurant located in the historic West End. Q Time Soul Food is a family business started by Fred and Christine Crenshaw. Come on in, relax, and sink your chops into our tantalizing, mouth-watering, distinctive soul food with a twist, the Q Time way. 1120 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard, or call your order in at 404-758-2881. Do you miss your mama's cooking? Then come on down to Q Time, an Urban Passport member.
Hello, my name is Roy Mitchell Evans II, a proud member of the FAMU incoming class of 1989 and a member of the 33 Union Planning Committee. We would like to challenge you to join us in our quest to raise $100,000 to create an endowed chair scholarship. The first way you can do that is by visiting my.famu.edu/donation/freshman 1989 and choosing your giving level and contributing to our campaign. The next part, we want you to encourage your fellow class of 89ers, Rattlers, family, and friends to donate to our campaign by creating your very own Power of 89 Passion and Purpose Redefined selfie video. Tell everyone how FAMU gave you the superpower to go out, create, inspire, teach, build, and have an impact on the world. Your video should be no more than 50 seconds, and be sure that you wear FAMU colors or gear just like this. Also, when you post it to your social media, be sure to use the following hashtags. Hashtag 89AllIn and hashtag 89strikes100. That way, we can share your story with our friends and family and get them engaged as well. Find us on Facebook at FAMUCO89 First Year Rattlers, or you can email us at FAMUclass1989@gmail.com to stay connected and continue to get information. We'll see you on October 5th, but until then, let's show them the superpower of 89. Passion and purpose, redefined.
The Black College Sports Network is proud to partner with ComputerRatings.com. That's COMPUGHTER ratings.com for the upcoming college football season. ComputerRatings.com delivers rankings, game predictions, and statistics for hundreds of professional and collegiate teams. The key feature of ComputerRatings.com is the Versus Sports Simulator, which allows users to simulate any possible matchup and view the predicted scores along with a side-by-side stats analysis. Improve your odds by signing up for a subscription. Monthly, semi-yearly, and yearly subscriptions are available. For our listeners and viewers, use the promo code BCSN19 and get 15% off of your subscription at checkout. Visit www.computerratings.com. That's COMPUGHTER ratings.com.
The Creole seasoning is a sodium-free and sugar-free blend that's versatile enough to put on anything. One of the first blends I developed more than 8 years ago, the Creole seasoning has an unmistakable aroma, a bold flavor, and a little heat for character. Every time I open one of these bottles, I hear trumpets and big band music.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cuvée.
It's like a loot machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Waiting for days to come like this, better than ever before. And now I know there's more.
Wherever you've been, whatever you've been through, we have a warm welcome waiting for you at more than 325 hotels around the world. Book today at DoubleTree.com. DoubleTree by Hilton, where the little things mean everything.
Majesty is a premium health and wellness tea line focused on bringing delicious yet healthy tea blends to the community. Filled with an abundance of vitamins and antioxidants, we work to blend teas with exotic spices and fruits to produce scrumptious and wholesome beverages. So check us out at